Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode 29 of the Classic Wrestling Series. Ladies and gentlemen, just a bit of a disclaimer. So, the Monday of this video being recorded, I'm currently, I will be at a personal event. So, the next recording of the Classic Wrestling Series, I will not have the beard. So I'm just explaining now that this is a pre-recorded video. I do apologize, guys, but I've had to shift around some stuff, so I've had to do a recording now, not in the future. So when this is up, future, this video will be in the future. But, ladies and gentlemen, tonight it's October 20th, 1996. We are in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Market Square Arena. 9,649 fans witnessed Dead Man's Paradise, dead or alive. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the 11th annual In Your House, Buried Alive. Ladies and gentlemen, this will feature the very first Buried Alive match between The Undertaker and Mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, when I first saw this, I was scared. The Undertaker versus Mankind, these two are just paranoid, just strange entities. So this match would be quite intriguing, ladies and gentlemen. This follows on from In Your House 10 Mind Games, which I have done a review of. There is actually a full playlist of the Classic Wrestling Series on my channel, guys. Please check it out if you want to watch all 20, so far 28 episodes, 29 episodes of the Classic Wrestling Series. As of this point, guys, we are coming up to number 30. I'm looking forward to number 30, guys. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to watch In Your House Mind Games. Ladies and gentlemen, our dark match, well, we actually had 3 dark matches on the show, ladies and gentlemen. We had, I do apologize about that, guys. We had the Stalker versus Justin Bradshaw, whoever these two are. The Stalker wins in 20 minutes. Henry O. Godwin and Phineas I. Godwin, Hog and Pig, respectively, defeated the New Rockers, which were Leif Cassidy and Marty Jannetty, as I've explained previously. Leif Cassidy returned into Our Snow in about 6 minutes, and then Shawn Michaels defeated Goldust with Marlena in I've been told it was an okay match. I don't know how to tell you. Match for the WWF Championship. So we had 3 dot matches on the show, ladies and gentlemen. But we're gonna kick things off with Stone Cold Steve Austin versus some guy named Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Whatever happened to him? Well, let's find out. So we've just had the introduction to the pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, and we have got Undertaker and Mankind talking about the Buried Alive match coming up. We now have Hunter Hearst Helmsley coming to the ring. Again, who would he turn into? Versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is quite weird seeing these two the way they are now. Seeing the way they would become. Seeing these two actually face off for the very first time. But, ladies and gentlemen, a brief history lesson, because I just want to give you a quick history lesson. I may have already done this one, but I will quickly go through this. So, Hunter Hearst Helmsley was actually a part of the WCW, known as Jean-Paul Levesque. But he was actually teaming with Lord Steven Regal, better known as William Regal, in the WWE. Mr. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, or Jean-Paul Levesque, would actually wanted to go into singles competition, and also put on he needed to be put on a Fred Chatter because his name was Levesque, which is French, so that's where WCW come into. Dumbasses. And basically, Hunter wanted to become a singles competitor. WCW said no. Then he jumped ship to the WWF and actually started doing his gimmick, which is Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but in singles competition. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, he was known as Stunning Steve Austin in WCW. He was a part of one of the best tag teams in the Hollywood Bronze. With Brian Pillman. He was actually fired 3 days before Starcade. I think it was either Starcade or Fall Brawl. I think it was actually Fall Brawl 96, I want to say. Could be wrong with that. And amazingly, Kevin Sullivan had the fucking book at that point. How do you fucking fire Stone Cold Steve Austin, dumbass? Quite possibly one of the worst firings ever because he would then turn into one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in the WWF. You fucking idiot, Kevin Sullivan. I like you. I think you've done some amazing things, but you were a fucking idiot letting him go. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have now got Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and this, I think, is actually the very first time that they actually would face off against each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this match. Also, Vince McMahon, Jerry the King Lawler, and Jim Ross are all at ringside. Kevin, um, Jim Ross is being a heel. It doesn't suit him being a heel. I'm sorry. He should be the face, and Laura be the heel. Vince McMahon is on commentary. He's playing the baby face, and Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler are playing heels. Does not work. It should be Ross as the face, and the other two as heels. Should be. I have no idea who the woman. Just so you know, at this time, Hunter Hearst Helmsley had a valet. I have no idea who the hell this woman is. A few in a few weeks' time, I think it was actually be about a month or two in time, it would actually become Sable, better known as Brock Lesnar's wife, or Mark Merrill's wife at the time. So let's watch this match. Okay, I do apologize about this one, guys. Um, so it's just the start of the match between Hunter and Stone Cold. First time, arm drag takedown onto from Hunter onto Austin. Hunter would bow, and then all of a sudden there would be another arm drag takedown, and Austin would just give the middle fingers to Hunter. Fucking brilliant, and a nice takedown, headlock takedown by Austin onto Hunter. Very nice. These two can wrestle. I mean, Hunter would have the same style of wrestling for years. But these two actually do work well in the ring together. I will admit that. So, the next time you see me will be the end of the match. So, so we just had Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and quite an interesting matchup because again, like I've said, these are this would be the first time these two would face off. A very interesting way for this match to be told. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. A very good way of doing it. Mr. Perfect would come out to take Triple H's rin aid or rin person away. Both of them would get all three men would have altercations. Austin would throw water onto Mr. Perfect. A quite sickening suplex onto the concrete from Triple H onto Austin. Then Austin would then throw throw Hunter into the rim post. Get involved. Try to hit a lead lead lariat over Hunter would then turn around, hit the stunner straight up, no kick to the gut, just a straight up stunner to basically get the 1, 2, 3. Not a bad match, good way getting the spud gun in there as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the tag team match of the Bulldog and Owen Hart taking on the Smoking Guns with Sunny. This one will be quite interesting, I think. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this match, shall we? So, we just had Billy and Bob Gunn, known as the Smoking Guns, taking on Owen Hart and the British Bulldog. I will always say this, Owen Hart is such a damn good wrestler. British Bulldog didn't really get much offense in this match. Billy and Bart were quite good in the match as well. Basically, it's telling the story of Bart wants the tag team titles back, but Billy wants Sonny back, being the manager, because Billy is smitten with her because when they lost the tag team titles to Owen Hart and the British Bulldog, she basically left them and said they were fired. So really good match. Both teams being heel doesn't really work, but in this way it does. And really, it was a really good match. Seeing Sunny as well, not too bad. Sunny around this time, Sunny was very beautiful. I'll admit that one. Now, not so much. Sorry. Yeah, it was a good match up, and I don't know what we've got next. We'll just find out what it is next. We just had Mark Merrill versus Goldust for the Intercontinental Championship match. Mr. Perfect came out to do commentary, talking about how he's going to beat Hunter Hearst Helmsley tomorrow night on Raw. This match was okay. This wasn't a bad match at all. Mark Merrill hitting the wild fin before 50 splash onto Goldust for the win. Nothing really of note, just near falls. It was just a bod standard singles match, which isn't too bad. Next up, guys, we have got Psycho Sid versus Vader for the number one contendership to the WWF Championship. Guys, I'm looking forward to this one because this might actually be okay. We'll find out coming up next. So we just had the Psycho Sid versus Vader in a big man versus big man match. Powerbomb versus Powerbomb. Shawn Michaels coming out to do commentary. This match was okay. Not Psycho Sid's best match, not Vader's best match, but for a match it was okay. Next up is the main event. It is also Psycho Sid would go on to face Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series. Next up, guys, it is The Undertaker versus Mankind. Buried alive. So just had Undertaker versus Mankind in the Buried Alive match, and it was a good backwards and forwards match. Nothing really of note, just until the end, where the Undertaker would bury Mankind alive and get the win. The Executioner comes out to hit Undertaker in the back of the head with a shovel, and then basically Executioner would get Mankind out, and a bunch of wrestlers are now currently burying Mankind, with burying the Undertaker with the hand coming out at the end of the show. Guys, it was a good show. What do I think of the show overall? It was good. Not really gonna rate this one because overall the show was good. Definitely Austin versus Hunter was a very good match. Mark Merrill versus Goldust was okay. The tag team title match was great. And this match was good. So, guys, I am going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and I will see you on episode 30 for Classic Wrestling Series. See you next week.